Just these two sponsors. Okay. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to day 4 of the state championships in bowls in Queensland. This is on behalf of Bowls Queensland, Sunshine Coast Council, and Nick Fisher, who does selling, buying and renting real estate. Contact him. He's our major sponsor for this event, and also Coolum Bowls Club for their support. Today's game we have Clinton Dowling leading second, and Desmond the rank. And Sean Gillis from Algester. And after how many ends? After 2 ends, it's Sean Gillis in front 3-1. And Desmond Baglin was a little bit, is trying to get his second to play the shot through the bowl. Good line, bit wide. Sean Gillis has asked his brother to play. Narrow. Bit of weight, push the ball through. With hopefully we've got 2 shots here. Nice travel on the way up, Robbie. Nice today, Robbie. Robbie reckons it's a nice day. Apparently it's still overcast a little bit. The sun is trying to get out. On the way up, we heard that there's supposed to be a thunderstorm here tomorrow and Saturday. Unfortunately, it's been a bad couple of weeks up here with just drizzle rain. It's upset a few bowlers. But other than that, we are going really well. A good bowl by Baglin there. Nice draw shot. 1 shot to Baglin. Sean Gillis is playing unlucky. Baglin's going to try to repeat his shot. Bit wide. Looks like it's a measure for shot bowl here, Robbie. Sean Gillis is attacking, so he must be one down at the head. It's got a rebound, which you don't see very often. Right, it's got one shot. Graeme Skinner's on the mat, relieving. Finished about 2 foot behind. Probably a metre behind, but my determination will be 2 foot.
Good morning, Peter.
Morning, Robbie.
Thought I'd jump on here and give you a bit of a
her support.
Hand. Yes,
yeah.
Yeah, I've got everything set up now. My apologies for running a little bit late getting started, people out there. But I was on my own setting everything up this morning, and then there was a change of what rinks were being done. But we got there in the end. That's the main thing.
That's good. As I said earlier, Robbie, it'd be nice, and it looks like it's going to try to be a nice day today.
Yes, compared with what the forecast was saying, it is saying that we're going to get a little bit of moisture, but not very much of it, and the chances of percentages are really down in the 30s and 40s. So,
that's good.
We should just about miss most of that.
Yep.
We don't really need any more moisture, Pete. It's
no, we've had enough, I think, for the first week of the state championship.
Absolutely. These greens here, yesterday morning, when they shifted it down to Malulabar, these greens were just starting to pool. Then I heard later, or heard this morning, that it was about a half an hour. They were actually flooded for a half an hour before they eased off and started to dry out. So
it's
a lot of moisture.
Not wrong at all. Get back under there. Indecision of what he wants to do. Now it's up to the skips. That bowl just in front of Jack Eye might be shot, which belongs to the Algester team. A little bit of weight with Gillis' bowl. Trying to get under that front bowl. So you can see, ladies and gentlemen, the green is running fairly slow after all that moisture we've had over the last 6-7 days. But for Coolum greenkeepers' credits, they have done a fantastic job trying to get the greens to run at a good pace.
It's a good looking bowl here.
Good shot.
How many was that, Pete? Do you know?
One.
Just the one?
Yep. Because the Gillis had shot Jack Eye.
Okay. No, I was just getting the other laptop set up.
Yep.
So 1-2 Baglin.
1-2 Baglin.
To Des. Okay, so they're playing probably a medium to 3/4 length here.
Yep.
And I think you did allude to it just before. The green will be a little bit heavier than normal, but it's really turning still, Pete, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's still got a bit of draw on it.
Yeah, so as I said, the greenkeepers have done a real good job.
Oh, hats off to Dipper and his offsider.
Yep.
They've done a great job.
Yes, I can't complain about the greens here.
Two nicely weighted bowls from, I haven't got that name in front of me.
From Graeme Skinner from
Yep.
from Clinton Dowling.
Yep, Clinton.
And Graeme Skinner's a little bit short and a little bit heavy. Andrew Nut to set up a roll.
Okay, both the seconds are just still feeling for their weight.
Yep.
This is a little bit longer than what they were playing before, I believe, so.
Yes. Yes. That's a nice bowl. Jack Eye.
Yep. And a good correction from Andrew. And Anthony's
Nice
made a good
reply.
correction as well.
Nice reply. And that could be the shot.
Just to have a bit of a side view of that, get an idea. And now I believe Andrew's still got the shot. That
Yeah.
that mixed yellow and green speckled.
That side view makes a lot of difference, doesn't it?
Certainly does. That's where I hear some of the commentators, Pete, saying that we believe that's a shot, and I've got the advantage of having a look at 4 different screens.
Yeah.
So I say to myself, oh, come on guys, it's miles out, you know. So I just flick them the side view just to reiterate where they were misjudging the distances.
That's it.
Morning, Kerry Green, Diane French, it is at Coolum. And we've got Joe and Epstein watching from Coffin Bay Bowls Club.
Oh, right. Morning, Chris. Morning, James Dixon.
And we've got Cam McClellan.
Cam McClellan. Morning to all you people.
Oh, it's actually good evening for Cam. He's over in Canada.
Oh, righto.
So it's still yesterday evening for them.
I think the green's still shot.
Yeah, that's going to be close now. They're going to put a tape on it, so we'll get an idea after this.
Gee, I was right for a change.
Well done, 1 from 1, Pete.
1 for 1. That's good. Hope I can repeat the performance at Narangba at Nambour on Tuesday.
Okay, 8 all after 8 ends. Keeping it nice and tight.
Yeah. But yeah, no, the green is exceptional, that one.
G'day, Bob McCauley. I'll catch up with you very soon again for a beer, I believe. I've got a couple of other Kiwis coming over for the AO, so we'll hopefully catch up with you at some stage then. Good morning, Shane. Hard luck yesterday. You did very well to get the last semi-finals, though. Well done on that effort. And g'day, Chinchilla Bowls Club. Looking forward to seeing you out there soon.
And Mr. Green being Mr. Green. Good morning, Mr. Green.
Yeah, it's 2 good lead bowls from Clinton. Now, is that Clinton or not? No, that wasn't. That was Graeme.
Bob McCauley said next week.
Good stuff, yep. Oh, of course, we'll be there for the... we'll see him up here next week for the state stuff. But we'll catch up with him again, possibly at Broady, for the Matador Fours. Just prior to the AO.
Oh, yeah.
And good bowl there from...
Yeah, good ball. Move
Andrew.
to Jack. Hope it's air ball.
What's that doing up there?
Okay.
Oh, it's still there. Come on, what's going on? Third time lucky. Finally got the right inset screen. Yeah, so Graeme Skinner's still holding the shot. It was a good effort. It was only a few inches short of being a good bowl.
Yeah, it's always go there is be positive and arrive, and he should sit the shot bowl. Sean Gillis.
And a good track, just a little bit short on the weight.
Need a yard of weight. And all Desmond needs to do is arrive. Still one to Algester.
Yes, Wayne, you can see shadows being cast. It's not brilliant sunshine, but the sun is trying to poke through that little bit of a cloud bank there. Okay.
Medium to 3/4 again.
Yeah, Graeme kicking off again. That bowl's still in play. It's only maybe 3 feet behind the jack, but it's in a good catching area. It's always good to have a first bowl behind than short. 3 feet behind is much better than 3 foot short.
Didn't like this one. Yes. This is a nice bowl. Nice bowl.
Yep, that's 2 good lead bowls here from Graeme.
Good reply. Had the weight, move the ball out. That.
Yes, Margaret, we are hoping the weather holds up. It would be nice to get a full day without threatening rain, and even when we bring the cameras in at night without it raining as we're doing that.
Green fall. If the green falls, it's shot.
Okay, an interesting side view there.
Yeah.
Still looks to be the bowl of Andrews.
The front bowl.
Yeah, no, well the
Back bowl.
Yellow-green
Oh, yellow-green.
combination. It's close between that and the front.
Oh, that's shot now.
That's just sealed the fate on that one. It was a good correction.
Good delivery coming down. Push. Unfortunately, bad luck.
Okay, what's Sean going to do here?
Well, Sean's already bowled and pushed the bowl up. This is young Mr. Baglin.
Got theirs on the mat.
EP playing I'll be looking for the blue and red bowl off his back end.
Very close.
Yeah, very good. I think Sean's in two minds, whether to draw it off or have a run. God, that's a long way away. That looked like two, didn't it?
I believe it was two.
By the TV, it looked like it was only one, but it was two. So.
Their scoreboard matches ours, so we must be right.
Well, that's... I've done something right then. That's about 2 foot behind. Good bowl. Graham's a little bit narrow. .3 foot short.
Graham's made a good adjustment on the weight, but just lost that line a little bit.
Yeah, he changed his hand too.
Yep. He's been playing forehand most of the day, but that
was his backhand, wasn't it?
that other bowl of other bowl of Clinton's forced him to change over. Well, it didn't force him to, but he felt as if it needed to.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got 8 rinks here today, 4 in each green, battling it out in these 2 sections, or 4 sections.
Yeah, section 4 looks pretty solid.
Yeah, it's there's some good sections out there.
Yeah. The ring bar's only got 1 shot. Now, what hand would you play here, Robbie?
Oh, this one. Who's got the first bowl?
Yeah. Would you try to play the block on his backhand, or will you play the forehand through?
I don't like playing blockers. I don't agree with trying to play blockers. If they happen by mistake,
Yeah.
good and well, but yeah, to try and do a deliberate blocker, I think that's a wasted bowl personally. But I might be just old school on that one.
No. No, you're not old school. That's how I'd play it too. I'd play that hand. But you had the opportunity to play both hands, so.
That's a good bowl.
And that's the only danger you got when you leave it open.
Yep.
So it's 2 to Sean Gillis. That's a good, that is a really good reply,
brilliant.
that.
You don't get a much better reply than that. Front tucker.
Nice
front
toucher.
toucher. Okay, what's Sean going to do here? Just give it a gentle tap. Just bring the jack back.
That's what he would try.
Weight wasn't too bad for it. That one it is.
I do know Ian Fowler and Gizmo are looking today. So Ian will tell me all about my effort today.
The handy start from Clinton. Not too much short there.
That's about a yard short.
2.5 feet maybe. Close to a
Good
yard.
speed by Graeme, but he's a 4 foot, 5 foot through. Nice correction. Oh, nice bowl, Graeme Skinner.
Andrew just going through a bit.
Yeah, gone through about 2.5 foot. And this should be short and a bit narrow. Desmond's bowling really well under these conditions.
Yep. Well, by the look of that, it looks that Andrew's holding 2 there.
Yeah,
And actually, that's
certainly does.
Clint's up the front as well. And the purple one of Anthony's. That'll be a good measure between those two. They could be holding 3. There's added to the total.
Yep. Desmond found that side of the green a lot easier. Yep. Nice bowl by Sean. Desmond's reply. Sean's, the weight's really nice. Yeah, great result. 2-2,
Yep.
2-2 Sean.
2 lovely bowls from us.
Yep.
Makes it 11 all after 12.
Six ends to go. Morning, Mr. DeErnest. That's a nice bowl behind 2 foot.
It's a very handy start from Graeme.
Bit of correction. Ooh.
Yeah, just slightly under. You got a couple there for Graham's holding a couple at the moment.
Graham's Sean's one down.
Am I looking at that wrong bowl?
Sean's one down.
My apologies. That's Clint's bowl holding shot.
Just a fraction. Nice weight. Just a fraction narrow. Right line. Tad wide. But what he wanted was weight was good.
Yep, absolutely.
That's not far away. Oh. Good effort. Good effort. One to Des Baglin. Up 12-11 on 13. Oh, he stretched it out a little bit. He's made it 3/4 along.
Yep. The mat's up a little bit, but yeah, it's still a good length of the jack.
Playing his backhand. Morning, Patrick. Morning, Dave. Morning, Di.
A little bit on the dainty side, that one, last one of Anthony's.
Yeah, a bit berryish. They may be only holding one. Sean Gillis. They've asked Desmond to put another yard on. Look at that Jack-eye. Two to Baglin.
A little bit of a sneaky breeze coming around the corner now, Pete, isn't there?
Yeah. There's a little bit of cool.
The cloud has thickened up and the sun, which was trying to sneak through before, is struggling a little bit more now to get anything through.
Yep. As long as it stays like this with a little bit of breeze, it'll be all right.
Yep.
Graeme seems to be trying to push. Andrew Nuttal.
I don't want to say it, but it could be one down. It could be one down. Nice effort by the Alcester team. I think the back shot. I think Robbie will tell me later with the angle.
I got the inset there. You can see that it is Graeme's bowl, the two-tone. That's holding shot, I believe.
My little mate was measuring. We'd have the shot, the green one.
We'll see. We'll find out shortly, no doubt.
But you're probably right.
It moves. Well, I thought I was wrong once.
No, wrong colour.
Well, Sean could be looking at this on the backhand underneath that red. Just come round, if you can get round that jack and just get the edge of the purple onto that back green, or come through the forehand round the zone or Graeme's bowl and try to sit that green out.
Sean's playing his backhand.
So he's going for a bit of cover.
Nice weight, just a bit wide, I thought.
So that leads me to think that they've got shot. This is close.
Now it's
What a
one
bowl.
down. Sean should have a shot. Oh, too close to call.
All he's got to do is just lay down on his forehand, just get the little split, tickle it there for two.
Shot.
Yeah, that was a shot with purpose. One to Sean.
One shot to Sean Gillis.
Explain, that's correct. Morning, Pat. That parcel is still sitting in the freezer. Looking forward to the end of this campaign up here and getting back and sampling. Okay, the guys seem to be favouring the forehand coming back this way. That bowler of Graeme's had a good turn on it. Okay, see what Clinton can do here. And he was definitely having a look at the bowl. come to a good home. Anthony's just a little bit wide. His weight wasn't bad at all. So Andrew once again had a bit of a look for that bowl as well. Still got 34 minutes left to get these last couple of ends and after this one, so they've got heaps of time up their sleeve. They don't have to rush shots. They can spend a bit of time and think about them.
Through. That's a little bit narrow.
Yeah, so the guys have put a bit of pressure on Sean this stage. Sorry, on
To put Dean on pressure.
Yeah, Des at this stage.
Yeah. Graeme put the pressure on.
Yep.
But the lead put the pressure on the other lead in second. So.
Yeah, it starts from the front end, Pete, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, those lead bowls on there, and it sets up, as Ryan Bester often says, it's the leads who dictate whether you're going to win or lose. Skips are only there to find out how much by.
That's like playing 3-bowl pairs. It's a leads game.
Yep. Well, no.
Majority of the time.
I've got mixed views on that now. I've played a few of those games in my time, and I've been leading and been very happy the way the head was. And then you find that after 3 more bowls from the opposition skip, you're still a couple down and your skip struggling. So yeah, it's definitely a shared game, that one. You've still got to rely on your skip to do some stuff. But it does help having the bowls here for a start. But
that's right.
Yeah, it's definitely on mixed views on it. Okay, so Graham's still holding one.
Desmond's been bowling really well.
Yes, those red bowls hold a nice line. I'm not too sure what type of bowls they are. They look to be an older version.
Yeah, they look like a...
No, for the want of a foot. It was a good effort. So they've got up and back, and there's only one shot the difference. It's a good game.
But that's how you like to see the games.
Absolutely. Yeah, Graeme just slightly through this time. Wanted to make sure he was there.
And the people who may not be aware, yesterday results Maria Rigby and Jeremy Henry beat Bolivia Milrak and Kane Nelson to win the gold medal.
Picked up a big number on the last end. They were 2 down going up the last end, picked up a big number. And yeah, it was a good battle. I watched a little bit from the motel room where I was doing a bit of paperwork on the computer, or office work on the computer. And I was just listening to it, and I'd flick across and just have a look when it sounded exciting. But by gee, they went through a lot of chalk.
Yeah.
I mean, the amount of touches that those 4 bowlers had on that green down at Mooloolaba Bar, where everybody was saying it's very tricky, they just made it look so easy. It was just a brilliant display of bowls yesterday, absolutely brilliant. And of course, Matt Norrie and Tracy Foster took out the bronze medal.
Yeah.
Over
I couldn't
Lisa
remember
Bryant.
who won the bronze.
Yep, they beat Lisa Bryant and Shane Greentree. That was a good conclusion of the mixed pairs yesterday. It's just a pity that couldn't have been here, but yeah, it was just so wet. I mean, if you'd seen what it was like just after 6 in the morning, and by 7 they'd made the call. Yeah, it was a shocking day here for weather.
It's a nice bowl coming in from Andrew Nuttal.
Oh, Mr. Winter, calling me Mr. Allen. My goodness, no, that's my dad, Mr. Allen. I'm just Robbie. Okay, so we've got Andrew holding a couple of shots here.
Send the sun this way, Margaret. We would appreciate it.
Thanks, Wally. I don't need snow gear at the moment. I've got enough jumpers and everything with me. Yeah, Brian often says I look like the Michelin Man, but at least I'm going to be warm every time. And Deer's just covering that corner there. That was very unlucky from Sean on that one.
Yeah.
If he'd picked that up in the middle, he would have come back for a couple. Three. And going for the fourth.
Oh,
Wow.
that's a big call, second last end, isn't it?
Yep. For Dares. 5 up going up the last end. It's always a nice position to be in.
Yeah, 5 up. Yeah.
But people have been known to drop 6s though, Pete. That's the thing. You still can't be complacent.
No.
When you're 5 ahead like that, there, all you got to concern yourself about is getting second and third shot if you can.
Yep.
Don't try to rake the head or drive at it, because you don't need to. Just protect what you've got. Okay, Graeme would be disappointed with that. That's one of the 6 that won't count in the 5 they required for a draw. That's a great start from Clinton.
Yeah.
Okay, at least that one's still in play, but it's forcing his teammates to try and get it over to that side from playing the forehand, which probably from the mat end looks a little bit dicey.
Now you can play his forehand. With a little bit of weight.
Still in play, still got a chance. Just get underneath those 2 bowls of Clint's and just drag it back a metre. But he has to make this bowl count. He's got to give his skip a chance.
He's changed back to backhand. Good effort.
I've still got a chance to draw with the 5. Just got to get that jack down the line. Only needs to go about a metre. Otherwise it starts getting into Andrew's bowl at the back there. Which I'll just see if we can see where it is. Yep, just there on the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
So Des will want to change this up a little bit. That probably didn't help the cause, but it's still going to be difficult for Sean to get that clean down the line still.
Target time.
That's his only other choice, is to go for the kill. Still got 21 minutes up their sleeve.
Wrong hand again. Yep.
Yep, that's.
I would have played the four. I would have played.
He had to play the forehand with it just that yard away. He had to bring the jack back only a metre.
Oh, he just had to get the split.
No, he had to get the jack back a metre. He needed 5 to draw Pete, so he needed to get that jack back a metre. He's taken his own one out now, and the only option he's got now is to go for the kill. He's 3 down. He's got to go for the kill. Because if you are going to lose one of the games in your section, you don't want to lose it by
A mark.
7 or 8. You only want to lose by 1 or 2. Gives you a chance with somebody rolling that team in the second or third round and you picking up the next 2. Once again, it's a bit like a game of chess on that part of it as well. You've got to think ahead. That's 3 more to
Baglin.
So Des is taking his
21,
first one
13
out.
after 18 ends.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching that game with us. Sorry it was a little bit late when I got started on the stream, but we will be up to date with everything now. We've got next one is scheduled to start at 11:15. That's going to be quite interesting actually, because we'll be ahead. And I think most of the other ones are on their last end or second last end. So we may get away a little bit earlier. They might kick us off at 10:30 instead of 11:15. But if you've got the notifications clicked on it, you'll hear the little ping, and we will catch you in around about that 20 minutes or so. Thank you, Pete, for the commentary so far today.
That's all right.
And did you want to go through the sponsors?
Yeah, mate. On behalf of Bowls Queensland, we'd like to thank Sunshine Coast Council, Coolum Beach Bowls Club, and of course Nick Fisher, the major sponsor. He sells and buys. He sells real estate, buys real estate, and will rent it out to you. If you're ever looking for a unit or a house, please call Nick Fisher. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Bowls Queensland would like to thank Mullins Lawyers, Queensland Government, BCIB, ACIT Sports, J. Carroll Club Promotions, and Bioscapes. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you in about 15-20 minutes. Bye for now. Have a great day.